Hello, my name is Biricik Zeynep Geyik. I'm a first-year architecture student in Bilkent University, and today I'm going to be presenting my Physics 101 lab project. The aim of my project is to explore how the initial velocity of a projectile affects its maximum height. So let's start. These are the required equipments for my experiment. We need a launcher that has minimum 2 different initial velocity options, a ruler to measure the horizontal distance, and a stopwatch to keep the time. To conduct the experiment, I set up a projectile launcher on a flat surface, ensuring it was consistently angled at 40 degrees throughout my experiment. Using the launcher, I launched an object at 2 different initial velocities, and after each launch, I measured the horizontal distance traveled by the object. Using the collected data, I calculated the maximum height reached by the objects for each initial velocity. I used formulas that relate the initial velocity, launch angle, and gravitational acceleration to determine these heights. I used these 3 formulas to find the maximum height. The results show the relationship between maximum height and the initial velocity. I collected data for 2 different initial velocities and recorded the corresponding horizontal distances traveled by the projectiles before hitting the ground. Here's a summary of the data I gathered. Additionally, I conducted 3 trials for each initial velocity to ensure accuracy and consistency in my measurements. After gathering the data, I calculated the average values for maximum height for each initial velocity and plotted these averages to visualize the overall trend. I have prepared a plot illustrating the relationship between initial velocity and maximum height. On the x-axis, we have the initial velocity in meters per second, and on the y-axis, we have the corresponding maximum height in meters. I calculated the standard deviation for maximum height within each trial. I then created another plot illustrating these deviations, providing insight into the consistency and reliability of the measurements across the trials.